Hi everyone, I'm Walnut, and today we're going to be taking on the 7 Star Chesnaught Raids with Gholdengo. Gholdengo is a great Tera Raid Pokemon, so I highly recommend collecting enough coins to get yourself one if you don't have one already. Chesnaught only has physical moves, but this Gholdengo is trained in HP and special attack for a more generalist build. Modest nature for more damage, and I give it my favorite item for Tera Raids, the Shell Bell, so I can get massive healing back on Make It Rain. Tera Steel to hit the rock type Chesnaught super effectively, and the moveset is going to be Metal Sound, Nasty Plot, Make It Rain, and Steel Beam. For this strategy, you're going to need a good partner NPC. This includes NPCs with the ability Intimidate, Seed Sower, or moves like Charm and Will-O-Wisp, though I would recommend the first two, especially Arboliva if possible, since the Intimidate drops can be ignored by crits, but you will need to keep in mind if you go for a Tera Steel in grassy terrain, Hammer Arm can hit you for super effective. You just want at least one good NPC out of 3, so it shouldn't be too hard to get. Steel Beam is only 10 more base power than Make It Rain, doesn't drop your special attack, but the main reason we want this move is to drop our own HP by 50%. For this strat, we're going to be using Metal Sound until the Chesnaught is at -6, or until right before we get KO'd. And then we'll start using Make It Rain to get our HP back up and to charge our Tera Orb. After we've used Make It Rain twice, we'll then want to use Steel Beam to KO ourselves, and this way we're able to revive with our stats reset and a full Tera Orb charged. Once we come back in, we're gonna Nasty Plot twice, and then Tera Steel Make It Rain until Chesnaught faints. I like to save my Tera until right before I attack, since this way I won't get hit by a stray Hammer Arm. But now let's demonstrate the strat. For this demonstration, I'm going to be using Arcanine as my good NPC. Chesnaught's going to start off the raid with an Iron Defense, but since we're using a special attacker, we don't care. And we're going to start off by going for these Metal Sounds. We can get a little bit unlucky in the beginning with crits from the Earthquake or misses on the Metal Sound, but as long as we have 2 Metal Sounds landing, that should be good enough. Unfortunately, in this run we get crit right off the bat, but that's okay. I honestly like it when things don't go fully according to plan to show you guys that it's still possible even with some bad luck. Fortunately, this second Metal Sound does hit, so it's not all that bad. 2 Metal Sounds is going to be good enough for what we're going for here, and we shouldn't faint to this Earthquake unless they get 2 crits in a row, which is pretty unlikely. But now we're going to go for the Make It Rain for some healing and a Tera Orb charge. This healing is going to let us survive another Earthquake as long as it doesn't get like a high roll crit, but Chesnaught is just going to go for a Stone Edge instead, probably because the AI saw the KO and just used a random move. The shield is going to go up now, so our Make It Rains aren't doing as much damage, but this next Make It Rain is just going to be for Tera Orb charge, and we don't want to reduce our HP just yet. And if you notice on the left here, Arcanine's Intimidate is going to activate again once it revives, which is why Intimidate's pretty nice. It also isn't affected by the shield that's already up, so the Chesnaught's attack is going to stay low here. But now on this third attack, we're going to go for the Steel Beam to KO ourselves. Chesnaught also clears stats here, so now we can start setting up Nasty Plots and our Tera is ready. If we were alive still, we would have the stat drops from the Make It Rain since the reset only affects buffs. Now we can go for the Nasty Plots here. 2 Earthquakes can't KO us unless it crits twice, so once we get to +4 that's going to be enough and we can start going for the Make It Rains. And now that we're at +4, we can go for the Tera Steel Make It Rain to deal a ton of damage into Chesnaught. Unfortunately, we don't KO Chesnaught in one go, but we can just use it again next turn, and that should be it. If the Chesnaught was at -6, that probably would have KO'd, but it's okay. We can just use another Make It Rain, and that should KO the Chesnaught. It's gonna reset the stats here, but we still have enough damage with the +0 Make It Rain, since they didn't clear its own debuffs. And that's going to be the guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. I like using builds for these Tera raids that translate well to other raids, so you'll either have them built already, or you get a lot of value out of building them. So if you want more Tera raid guides like this, hit that subscribe button. But until next time, bye bye.